Good evening, everyone. This is Suriteja, and today I am going to perform IELTS English Speaking mock test number 3. And this test is going to have 3 parts. And today I am going to answer the last and the 6th question of part number 3. So let's get started. And the discussed topic of part number 3 is called possessions and success. And the sixth and the last question of part number 3 is, do you think people will consider owning a lot of possessions as a sign of success in the future? Why or why not? The answer to that question is yes, I feel that owning a lot of possessions is considered a sign of success by many people, not only in the future but even in present days. You see, in present days, we count people based upon their bank balance, and we do not see how intelligent or how smart they are or how hardworking they are, but we rather consider their income balance and their bank balance. And today, the world has become more commercial. Sorry to mention this, but you see, everything, not even a single needle, would be found free. Everything has its cost, and it is more corporate, commercial, and at the same time more competent world we are living in. And I think owning a lot of possessions seems like a great achievement and is even considered a sign of success by many people at our present society. And because you see, in to nowadays you see more people like to have cars, and they even show them as a pride, or even show the collections of cars, like many of the great famous personalities collect huge number of cars. And you see, basically there was even some of the partiality or bias between the poor people and rich people observed at some of the sectors. But even though the law enforcement and any other things may come into play, but apart from all this, I sincerely hope that there is some sort of partiality between the people who own or who is rich in earning a lot of possessions than the person who is very poor. Because you see, owning a lot of possessions means you have many provisions in your itself surrounding vicinity. Because you see, owning a lot of possessions means basically like achieving goals. And today the modern man is madly materialistic, and I think these there are thousands and thousands of problems which creep up coming towards him in because of the things he does and any other things. Because in this materialistic world, every person is very much interested in earning money and in earning many of the possessions in order to increase their wealth or even to increase their way of life. And even this business mentality and many other diplomatic skills may sometimes be good, but in many of the cases like these, it may even lead to some of the disparity between us. And not only that, you see, for example, if you consider a doctor working in a village, in a rural areas like a villages areas, basically doctor do not earn a lot of income by his patients, because in villages there would be more farmers and peasants and etc people who work for production of the rice and any other things basically in our country. And they work very hard, but despite their hard work they earn very less. And as a result, the fees which a doctor gets is very less in a rural area, even though if it is funded by government or any other things. But whereas if you go to a private doctor who works in an urban area, or basically like cities like Hyderabad or any other city, he earns a lot of money. Even he earns lakhs and lakhs of rupee per one operation. And I think it is very remarkable in order to have their wealth and in order to own more possessions. But it even sometimes creates the disparity among these both doctors. And not only that, I hope owning a lot of things even leads to many of the bad qualities in human beings, like greed, lust for power, or any other things, which may even indeed lead to badder consequences in the long run. And not only that, I personally consider that in future these things are going to intensify. because you see in nowadays the man is mildly materialistic in this digital world, and I'm sure that digital world will evolve, which certainly has its advantages, but at the same time it creates the competitiveness between men, and this competitiveness rather results in increase of the owning of possessions, which becomes a sign of success for the people and even a pride for people to show to other peoples or to their immediate friends. So I think in future these people thinking of owning more and more possessions materialistically will lead to increase lot of conflicts, and it is not going to stop in future, but it is going to intensify in future. So I basically conclude that the effect or the thinking of the people about owning a lot of possessions as a sign of success is going to intensify in future but would not be reduced. So thank you.